this is video on ESPN now. I have not watched this video yet, but so the topic is Doncic the best player on the planet? Believe it or not, brothers, if you had to ask me, is Luka Doncic the best player on the planet right now? I would say he's number two behind LaMelo Ball. Personally, right now, he's number two behind LaMelo. So I am going to pause here and there, but I'm gonna try my best to rewind it. That way we get everything in context. All right, brothers. Comment down below who you think the best player on the planet is.
What's wrong?
Max's argument is completely diluted by the fact that he questions and has questioned whether or not Kevin Durant is the best player in the world. Because Max has brought up what he's lacking in defense. On KD's worst day, he plays better defense than Luka.
Hold up. I can't agree with that. Kevin Durant is one of the all-time worst players, and he's arguably. I don't want to get into this too much, but Kevin Durant is not a better defender than Luka. Luka Doncic will probably go down as top three defenders of all time if you really want to look at the numbers.
That is a fact. Luka don't defend. We all know that. So if by virtue of the sheer consideration that Luka is the best in the world, then you automatically have to put Kevin Durant there. Because he don't play defense like Kevin. I'm saying Luka ain't Kevin Durant. And oh, by the way, Kevin Durant
I agree. 90's better. Let me rewind this.
is the best in the world, then you automatically have to put Kevin Durant there. Because he don't play defense like Kevin. I'm saying Luka ain't Kevin Durant. And oh, by the way, Kevin Durant was an elite defender a couple of years ago. He's still getting back, even though he's healthier now and what have you. You know, we expect him to be even better next year. I don't see Kevin Durant getting slayed by defenders. You act like he can't play defense at all. I don't see that happening with him. I see Kevin Durant looking good on defense some nights. There's been plays where people have gotten the better of him, but I don't see him walking away with somebody getting smoked. Now, Jason Tatum just dropped 50 on them. Okay, that's one game. But I'm just saying, I don't see that. Now, let's get to Luka. When you say, you prove to me that he's not. Let me tell you a weakness that Luka Doncic has that I haven't heard anybody bring up. And anybody out there who said it, I'm sorry if I've missed it. I haven't heard it. Do you know how terrible Luka is offensively without the ball?
Well, see, here's my thing. I actually don't know what he's going to say. I'm gonna let him finish his point first.
He doesn't have the ball in his hands. He's standing still. He don't move. He doesn't move. Guess why? So in other words, do you have any? That is a problem. When I bring up Steph Curry, as great of a sniper as he is, what do I always bring up? His movement without the basketball, the fact that you have your head on a swivel. You don't know where he is. You're constantly looking for him because he's always moving. Trae Young, movement without the basketball as well. He's trying to find his little self. Where the hell is he? Because I can't leave this dude open. Damian Lillard, even though he doesn't move as much as them, still moves without the ball. Luka is a stationary target.
Luka
without the ball. Now, I know what he does when he has the ball in his hands, even though there's a couple of fourth quarters he didn't show up in the series, but that's neither here nor there. I know what he does.
Well, that's the coach's fault. The coach wasn't running enough plays for him. So you can't blame Luka for that. You have to blame Kristaps Porzingis in the coaching system. And to touch on his point about Luka off the ball, well, I mean, you can't blame Luka. You have to blame the coaching system. And in case you brothers are wondering, the reason why Luka doesn't do much off the ball is because of gematria. See, the gematria has it to where he can only score a certain amount of points. He can only do so much in a game, you see. If it wasn't for gematria, he would do more off the ball. So I hope you brothers in the knowledge understand that. It's because of the gematria. Could you see his percentage? 48.6. 486. You brothers starting to see what I'm saying here? He had to score the amount of points he did because of gematria. But a lot of you brothers won't understand that.
With the ball in his hands, and I know.
But you're questioning defense, and you're questioning when he doesn't have the ball in his hands.
I'd just like to answer a few things.
And not the greatest three-point shooter.
He's not.
Three knocks
He's
from
not.
Bruh, Luka Doncic is arguably a top 5 three-point shooter. What are these guys talking about, man? Luka Doncic is a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry, Ray Allen, and all those guys combined, bro. Like, I don't understand what they're talking about here.
Luka, Doncic, everything you just said, there's validity to a lot of that. And Luka just played a playoff series.
Averaging 35 and 10.
36,
My point.
10, and
None of the guys that these fanboys out here say the greatest all time could ever do this at this young. He's literally the greatest player on the planet behind LaMelo Ball. Those are just the facts, bro. I'm sorry.
8.
So
40% from behind
So?
the arc. So he didn't have a second banana and took the Clippers 7 games.
Thank you. That's my point. He doesn't have any help. You got to get Luka some help, bro. If Luka had a basic second star, he would win the title this year, guaranteed. If Luka and LaMelo had an honorable second player, the finals this year would have been Mavericks Hornets. No joke about it. Two of the greatest players in our generation. They're arguably going to probably go down as 1 and 2 behind each other. LaMelo 1, Luka Doncic number 2. Book it.
Hold on, wait a minute. The Clippers just got bounced out 7 games last time we saw them by Denver. Are you telling me? I just need to be clear. Are you telling me that Luka Doncic is a better offensive player than Kevin Durant?
He is. Luka Doncic is more efficient from the field. He's going to finish his career number 1 all-time point scorer. Number 2 probably going to be LaMelo Ball. He's arguably going to probably lead the league in triple doubles by the time he retires. He's also going to probably lead the league in assists per game and rebounds per game and blocks and steals per game. And he's going to be a first-team all-defensive player soon. And he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. And he has the MVP in his future. And he's going to win multiple titles and Finals MVP. Luka Doncic is literally the greatest player of all time. He's way better than Kevin Durant. I said this for Kevin Durant is not even a top 100 player of all time, bro. Kevin Durant is the most overrated player. The only reason why he has titles is because of the gematria. The gematria had him win a couple titles. He's the most overrated player of all time, bro. Those are just the facts.
He is like James Harden, only he shows up in big moments.
Thank you.
He's James Harden, but in the playoffs,
that
has
quote
been
is
the
going
same.
to go places, like James Harden, but shows up when it counts.
Did you notice that? Did you not hear me ask this man a direct question? I did not. Did I bring up? Did I bring up James Harden in my question?
No, but that was a good quote.
I understand that. Did I bring up James Harden?
Said Kevin
I asked you a direct question.
Yo, Molly. Yo, Molly's voice is so aggravating. Bro, listen to her voice, bro. She sounds like a cat, nigga. She sounds like my cat when I'm hitting it at night. Come on, bro. Like when I'm banging out my cat, that's how she sounds, bro.
Question. I did not. Did I bring up? Did I bring up James Harden in my question?
No, but that was a good quote.
I understand that. Did I bring up James Harden?
Said Kevin Durant.
Asked you a
Yeah, you see Kevin Durant. Shut the fuck up.
direct question. Are you saying?
I'm saying
that Luka Doncic. I'm asking the question. Are you saying that Luka Doncic is a better offensive player than Kevin Durant?
I am not saying he's a better offensive player than Kevin Durant. I'm saying he may be as important that Luka. I can't say KD is better than Luka right now. KD's got to show it. He has the playoffs to show it. He's got to go
do it. Kevin Durant.
He's got to go do it.
A career 27-point per game scorer.
Yep.
A 2-time champion, a 2-time NBA Finals MVP, who we all acknowledge in his sleep can average 30. Are you saying,
36, 10, and 8
are you saying that Kevin Durant has to prove? So Luka's home. Luka's home.
Yes, Luka has already cemented himself as a top 10 player of all time. Luka Doncic could retire right now and he will go down top 10 all time. He will have to knock out one of those guys in my top 10. He will easily go top 10 of all time, up there with the greats like Sam Jones and Robert Horry and LaMelo Ball. Luka Doncic is already as great as them. Kevin Durant is overrated. He hasn't even really won a real title. He's like LeBron. All they have is Mickey Mouse titles. None of their titles are real, bro. None of them. Most overrated players of all time, bro. And Stephen A looks like he's on drugs, because he probably is.
Kevin Durant has to prove.
You're trying to be slick. Kevin Durant is
trying to be slick.
Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Luka.
No, he's not. Kevin Durant is not even a better scorer than Luka Doncic, bro. Kevin Durant is so overrated, bro.
Better scorer than almost anyone who ever lived. Luka is much more like James Harden. No. He controls the entire offense, like Harden or LeBron. The difference is LeBron's hurt and Harden's hurt. Luka's not. That type of player might be the most important kind of player in the NBA. He's the healthy one.
No.
And the young one.
The conversation started off with you saying, tell me, show me he's not. Prove to me he's not. Right. That's how it started. So what I'm saying to you is...
He's proving Kevin Durant here.
Kevin Durant's the proof.
As a one-on-one player, but it's not a one-on-one game. Kevin Durant...
I agree. That's my point. Kevin Durant is not good. He's barely good at a one-on-one setting. I said this before, bro. If you had a I was talking to my brother about this. If you had a Kevin Durant versus Muggsy Bogues or Kevin Durant versus Spud Webb, I would take them easily in a 10-0 against Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant is overrated. The KD is probably the most overrated player of all time. He's up there with LeBron and Jordan and those guys as most overrated players of all time.
When Harden's been hurt this year, when he's been out, KD and Kyrie's record is not that impressive. When Harden plays, the record's very impressive because Harden, like Luka or like LeBron, is the dude that makes everyone around him better.
Well, you were liking Harden even more than Luka, but I think it's just Luka's now showed up in the playoffs. Harden, you needed to see that still.
And I like
but
KD.
This season, you were really high on Harden.
I like KD more, too, if he's fully healthy. But I haven't seen on the defensive end that he's back to where he was.
It's a little bit based on default, Stephen A., because of injury in his age.
Yeah, that's the league changes.
He did not say Kevin Durant is not healthy. He said Kevin Durant has to show me he has to prove it. That's what he said. Of course, injuries with LeBron, injuries with Westbrook, injuries with Durant, injuries with Harden, injuries with anybody. We're not talking about that. I'm just saying, based on what we have seen.
Get hot in here.
The man has been in the league for 13, 14 years.
One person who agrees with Stephen A. is Michael Thompson, our very own here at ESPN, Clay's daddy. Yeah. Luka Doncic, no D.
Okay, there we go.
So, brothers, that's probably gonna be it. I'm gonna just make my ending remarks here. Luka Doncic will arguably probably be top 2 all time behind LaMelo Ball. He will probably be number 1 all time scoring, followed by LaMelo. And I predict that Luka will probably win around 8 NBA titles, 8 Finals MVPs, 6 regular season MVPs, 3 Defensive Player of the Years. He will most likely lead the NBA in player efficiency rating, free throw shooting, 3-point percentage, and assists per game. And he'll probably be top 5 in the blocks and steals per game. So